Hi, my name is Kristine Cicchetti. I am the Regional Director of the Northeast Early Childhood Council up here in rural Northeast Connecticut, the Quiet Corners. We border both Mass and Rhode Island. Our families in our rural section of Connecticut struggle with high quality, affordable, and accessible childcare options. Our communities are some of the largest geographically, and childcare options are spread out and also have very limited availability. Our communities don't have access to public transportation, and many of our families have long commutes to get to their jobs. A recent survey that we did last week with our families showed us that infant toddler care is very scarce in our communities. Families need childcare for not only work, but medical and personal appointments. And affordability is the bottom line. They just can't afford to pay for quality childcare. When you're making $15 to $18 an hour, that takes up over half of your take-home pay. Many of our families also mentioned that there are no options for non-traditional hours. We have many families that work in the medical field, the casinos, and there's just not the availability for those families to have childcare. Another thing was hours of operation. When you live in a rural section like we do in Connecticut, it's beautiful, but you have long commutes to get to your jobs. And the hours of operations of most facilities just don't accommodate that for our families. And lastly, we heard from our families that specialized childcare for children with special needs and complex medical care, the options just aren't out there in that category for those families. I'd like to introduce you to Renee.
Hi, my name is Renee and I'm from Plainfield, Connecticut, and I am the mom to a 13-year-old girl. She was born with many medical challenges and has always been a high level of need. It had become clear early on that the ratio for staff to children that she needed was never in proportion. So unfortunately, I was forced to leave my job because she required more like a one-to-one provider and someone that was very skilled. In our area, I was able to identify a provider, but she happens to be 35 minutes away, one direction, and 20 miles from my home. And of course, because of her specialized skill set, she's full. She can't accept any more children. The other option our family had was to provide private home respite, which are in excess of $15 to $20 an hour, and not something that our family can afford. I so desperately want to get back into the field and be employed, contributing to my family, being out in my community. And I really urge you to look at the changes to the child programs that will allow me to work. I would love to tell you that my story is unique, but being so well connected in the special needs community, it's not unique. We want to be out there. We want to work. We need affordable, appropriate childcare.